All right, man. Let's talk about how much is Jeremy Grant actually worth. Uh, Like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, subscribe button, it's the bell icon button, hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live or drop a video. So it's been a lot to talk about. We had this conversation yesterday. If you missed the live, we had a conversation yesterday about what actually is he worth. A lot of people say, well, Sacramento, he not a fit. I don't understand that because Sacramento, they small forward is Harrison Barnes. And I don't even know who their power forward is. So of course he would fit with Sabonis. Of course he can play the three. I think he more of a three than a four. I just think people been conditioned to watch him play the four. But the four is the four is the new three anyway. He can catch and shoot. That's all they really asking people at the four to do. Is catch and shoot. He can take you off the dribble. He can get a shot. He can finish at the rim. He just hasn't mastered the aspect of passing the ball and making somebody else better. You know what I'm saying? And not everybody has that ability. But like I said before, we be exactly what they looking for in he to be exactly what they looking for in what they need, a veteran presence, somebody can stretch the floor, defend. Got to be exactly what they looking for in Sacramento. But like I said before, how much you worth. People was thinking about the seventh pick, the eighth pick, the ninth pick, 10th pick, 11th pick. I think you had to package him with something else, and I think the only thing that's worth packaging them for is is a future draft pick. It's probably playoff protected. Um, so also maybe Isaiah Stewart has some value. Um, but outside of that, hmm, outside of that, Sadiq Bey is the biggest bargaining chip they got. So you know, mm, mm, so you look at it like what else do they got? I mean, like some of that is significant, but you're not really moving Bay. So the Jeremy Grant, the first round pick, Kelly Olynyk, excuse me as well too. They are your that's what you pretty much got. And what's made Kelly Olynyk so attractive is his contract is expiring. That's what makes him so significant, and his ability to stretch the floor is needed. Um, so yeah, I'm not sure. You see, Christian Wood fetched the 23rd overall. 26th overall pick. So really, if you can get 16, you can get 16. But um, I'm not sure how much he worth. So you're gonna have to put a package together with him. You're gonna have to put a package together with him to really get what you're looking to get. So his contract is expiring. Um, and for all we know, the Pistons might have a deal in place. But he's valuable. His versatility at the three, his versatility at the four. Um, so it's a new article up saying Grant headed to the Blazers. It said, let me put this up on the screen. So I just found this. So I just found this. So it says Jeremy Grant headed to the Blazers, came up an hour ago from when I'm doing this video. It says rival NBA executive are keeping an eye on whether the Pistons will send Jeremy Grant to the Blazers on draft night for Portland's 7th overall pick, which has been dangled for immediate help, as reported last week by Hoops Hype's mock draft. When you talk about NBA teams, what do you tell them about yourself? So I don't know. Let's Mendel Moore. So I don't know what that had to do with the article, but so That'd be a significant win. But you'll say, well, if you can get that pick, um, if you can't get the seventh pick, do you still try to deal to get the four? That's the question. It depends what their board look like. Do you get the four? You can get the four, get the four. So I don't think you're gonna be able to get the four without Jeremy Grant or without Kelly Olynyk. Without Jeremy Grant, it's gonna be Kelly Olynyk, Stewart, or somebody like that, and it's going to be a draft pick in there. They might want the draft pick unprotected. So you gotta ask yourself: you willing to mortgage another draft pick? I mean, a lot of people don't really plan on being this high in the draft again. So think about that again. A lot of us don't really think about we gonna keep being this high in the draft. But like I said before, it's interesting, very interesting. But if you can get this lottery pick for them, cool. But the biggest question is, if you get rid of them, can you do have enough to move up to four, or what your board look like? That's the question. What your board look like? And so I said I'm not sure, but I think you can fetch a late lottery pick minimum, a pick right out the lottery, 16. So it's gonna be interesting. If he ain't moved on draft night, maybe he get moved for a future pick. But the Pistons got opportunity, got they got opportunities. But if he trade to Portland, they're gonna be sending back Josh Hart contract. So I'm not sure. I gotta remember. Gotta think about what Josh Hart make. Let me see real quick. I see what exactly Josh Hart make. Uh, so next year he will be making. It'll be expiring contract or 2 years, 12.9. So you would roughly have around $7 extra million still in free cap space in that scenario. So I said we have about 35 million in cap, but like I said before, I don't really like Josh Hart at all. But so you got to ask yourself how much is he really worth? But it's I mean, even if you get a later pick, from 15 to 20ish or whatever, it's a lot of good potential guys there. It's a lot of really good potential cats there when you start talking about um, Patrick Baldwin, Marshawn Beauchamp, Jaden Harvey, Jaden Hardy, excuse me, he from Detroit. So so when you start talking about the talent depth that's there. It's a lot of depth there. So, I mean, you might find, the best player you might find one of the better players in the draft in the 20s. So, love Marshawn Beauchamp. So, so we'll see. Maybe they can leverage Portland with Sacramento if they really, really wanted to get that pick. You know, so that's something to look at. But you gotta ask yourself, how much is he really worth? So we really ain't really heard much. Atlanta been leaking a lot of stuff. So they've been leaking a lot of stuff. So, and there ain't nothing really happened, but they might, Atlanta went from negotiating or trying to negotiate with Portland and trying to negotiate with Detroit. They're trying to cut Detroit off at the legs with with Portland, and now they trying to negotiate with Utah to get Rudy Gobert. So they don't know what they doing. They really they really panicking, bro. But and then when it's all said and done, Portland look like they're making a decision to build around Damian Lillard. They need good defensive players, good length. And don't forget they got Anthony Simmons too. So he got to be signed. So so very interesting, very interesting. So um, So we gonna find out. Let me know what y'all think he worth. Some people say he not worth that. He worth a late 20 pick. Some people say that, but he giving you 20, he giving you defense, he giving you shooting. He give you a guy that could be the glue guy. He giving you a guy that can with the second unit. If you want to stagger his minutes with the second unit, he can get in there and be the man for a short period of time. So, um, like I said, if Short Weaver pull off a 7 pick, and they might already got a deal in place. They might already have a deal in place too. So if Troy Weaver can pull off a 7 pick for him, it's gonna be crazy. That's gonna be wild. It's gonna be super wild. But if he can pull that off, man, that's gonna be significant. So we'll see, man. But let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, subscribe button. It's the bell icon button. Hit all notifications. Increase your chance, get notifications. We go live, drop a video. For names you want to support the channel. Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Hit my link tree. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Also, you can check out the podcast on Spotify and Anchor as well too. I just dropped a new episode from last night. So make sure you guys go check that out on the podcast episode. It's ad free, so don't forget that it's ad free. I post them the next morning, about 8-9 in the morning. They go up there so you can listen to the last night's show or the previous show ad free. So I appreciate that. Rate me on there, follow me on there. Appreciate you guys. But check out Detroit Piston Talk playlist. Let me know what you girls and guys think in the comment section. One time for the one time. Peace.